Good morning, Steve Lennar here, Treviso Realty. Happy Monday morning. We're going to give you a quick update on the current market. Just came back from a small staycation here, obviously spring break last week here in Lee County. So amazing. If you're ever out here in Southwest Florida, specifically in our neck of the woods, my in-laws are in town. My father-in-law's a hobbyist. He loves taking photographs of wildlife. So we went through all these natural preserves that we have. There's one on the Corkscrew, which is just actually behind our home. It's on the Corkscrew, but it takes an hour to get there because on the back side of our community. Amazing, 2.2 miles. It's called the Corkscrew Sanctuary. Went to 2.2 miles through the subtropic forest on nice boardwalks, so it's kind of, you're elevated and safe. And really peaceful. If you're ever in town, you want to go see some wildlife or want to go like a very tranquil experience, it's amazing. They have different viewpoints. You can kind of sit and chill. And then we did also Ding Darling, which is on Sanibel. That's more of a larger, let's say, sanctuary where you have to drive to different viewpoints. And yeah, pretty cool. Like that was a lot of stuff to do out here in Southwest Florida. It doesn't matter what your interests are. There's always going to be something for you here, which is amazing. And again, my father-in-law's taken thousands of photos already, which is great. Let's talk about real estate. A quick update on our current business. Last week we did double end a property, which means we represented the buyer and the seller in a transaction. Pretty cool. We had 3 offers that were on the table. One offer backs out due to the competition. They didn't want to get into a competition. And then what we did is we leveraged the 2 offers to get our clients what they want most, which is conditions, which is 0. They want a firm offer with no contingencies. They want obviously all cash, which is great. And then also a quick closing, which we secured everything, and also the price that makes sense today. And what we do is when we go on listing presentations, we don't we assess the property prior to going in our presentations, and we have the actual price, a range where it's going to sell based on what we accumulated through the comparables, and then that's how we present the offer. So we're not swayed by a seller on a presentation where they influence us more on pricing, because some of your clients will be very good salespeople and then they're going to let you overprice their property. So this is what we do prior, and then where we sold the property is exactly where I kind of told her the range, or our client the range that we're going to sell. So that's good. That's out of the books. Also, we did another sale last week, which is great, and we cracked the code regarding passive income here with investment properties. And thankfully, Lennar is blowing out properties. They did a end of sale month, and they're just blowing things out for really, really cheap, which is great. And that gives us an opportunity to buy great investments to make them cash flow. And the code, or the cracking the code was basically, we had a sweet spot with small townhouses, 250,000. That would probably break even and be a little bit net positive, which is great. And then obviously we've got to wait for the rates to come down in order for that to actually make a big impact. Let's say like our original investment in Fort Myers, where you can make $500-600 passive income per month, and then obviously the future as your appreciation, also mortgage pay down, the principal pay down, and it's all cash in your hand. So what we did now is a client purchased a property last week, and literally it was great because it was a 2,600 square foot house, and we bought it for under $300,000, which is fantastic. Great community. We can talk about it. If you have any interest, you can always text me. I'll give you guys the community. And then what we did is, so $300,000, 2,600 square foot house, brand new build, and this rents between $2,600 and $2,800 per month. So now we are officially cash flowing like $400 to $500 after all expenses and management fees. So it's a great little investment. Also, these properties were tipping at $400K at some point, four and change, this size house, and now we bought it for under $300,000, which is fantastic. And this investment makes sense at the current DSCR loans of 7.75, which is great. Let's switch to inventory. Current inventory, 28,487 units, and this is very similar to last week. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might have to change this too, because I'm thinking about it, because we're basically putting all inventory on the market currently here, but there's a lot of these that are pending, ready for close, and then some of them are pending with contingencies. So we may want to fix this going forward, and maybe show these numbers a lot lower than what they currently are, because if we have a ton of these pending, let's say 3,000 to 5,000 units pending, these numbers would be obscured. So we'll figure that out. So 28,487 units, 512 selling in the last 7 days, very similar to last week, maybe short about 30. And then we flip it off to Estero, where we had 1,089 units. That's with pending and pending with contingencies. And then we had 32 sales in the last 7 days, which is great for Estero being such a small community. I want to just break something down. So what we're getting to is a lot of pushback from clients from up north, Midwest, Northeast, whoever's buying out here for investment sake. And I just want to, and the news media is always going to give you some other. They need clickbait, so they're going to say they're oversaturated with inventory and the market's going to crash. Now, I can't speak about other parts of Florida, Orlando, Tampa, anything north. I can't speak about Miami. I can't speak about the East Coast. I don't have all their information, to be honest. And I didn't even do any due diligence because I really don't care, because our market is here in Southwest Florida. But I want to show you something right now. Let's take a look at, so let new construction and pre-construction, okay? This is our two tabs here. So new construction and pre-construction. Let's have a quick look. So we're gonna do new construction, pre-construction, and under construction. So this is new inventory, and this is obviously the big builders, Lennar, Pulte, DR, all the big developers. But a lot of this is gonna be small builders like myself adding to the inventory. But let's just break this off. Active listings in Estero. Single family, we got 22 new units available. Again, Estero small, but it's only 22 units on MLS for new construction, pre-construction, under construction. So this is where I'm getting confused, where a lot of pushback where we were overbuilt. Now let's go to other areas. Let's do Fort Myers. Obviously, this is way larger than Estero. Estero's literally like 35,000 people, and I'm not even sure the population of Fort Myers. So population, I just did a quick research. Population in Fort Myers, 104,000 people, and Estero's 38,500 currently right now. So if you kind of see, there's 100,000 residents, and there's only 200 new pre-construction, new construction, and under construction. So let's break that up into, let's say Bonita itself. We got 31 units available, and Bonita's 56,000 population. And then we get into the heavy hitters. So we get into Cape Coral, and I just learned this right now. So Cape Coral right now, single families, under construction, pre-con, new-con, and under construction, 906 houses. But what I just learned now, Cape Coral is the largest city in Southwest Florida. I didn't realize that, but it's a 220,000 people population rather. So there's 220,000, the population is 220,000 people. It's double the size of Fort Myers, which I didn't realize that. I should have learned that before I built there, which is obviously a positive thing. So obviously there's heavier amount of construction in Cape, and then Lehigh actually is quite aggressive too with population. We're 150,000 people in Lehigh acres, and there's 923 new builds. So if you kind of look at the new builds, let's just look at what Lehigh has to offer. And you'll see a lot of this stuff like this, single family, single car garage. Like, this is not the greatest properties, right? I think they're shit, to be honest. There's other words for it. So there's 1,000 square feet, 240,000. These are unsaleable in the future. Let's just say that. 1,000 square feet, no garage. These are just thrown out there, 4-block walls. Like, this is. I mean, interiors are kind of cool, but I mean, for 260,000, 1,000 square feet doesn't make sense. $250 a foot to build, right? And this is a small builder that's building a bunch of these things. Again, these are not happy with these. So you kind of see the product that's getting built there in Lehigh, and if you get into Cape, let's do Cape real quick. Not to make this too long. Let's see what they're. And again, this is a lot of small builders like ourselves. So you kind of look at this. This literally, more than likely, they're going to dump this property. They didn't build it. They built it to a certain point, and they're going to dump it, sold as is. So they got it to block form, and they're missing the roof clearly. Oh, the roof's on. So it's a closed building. This is more than likely a builder that's gone bankrupt. Let's keep it going here. Let's see. So a lot of these, this might be the same builder that's trying to unload these. They got it to a certain point, they can't get any further. Which happens too, obviously, if you didn't set up your expenses. I think we've gone over, I don't know, maybe like 10%. Not crazy, but that's we've kind of governed that. We figured we'd be around that amount. Again, properties are quite nicer here in Cape Coral than Lehigh stuff. So this is a nice double car garage. This is almost 1,500 square feet. Nice livable home. This actually might even be DR Horton if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what that is, but it's a different builder. DR is out here, and even Lennar is building some spec homes. But that's pretty much it. Just to kind of give you a quick update on when a lot of calls I'm getting is from clients that potentially want to buy or saying that it's overpopulated and overbuilt. I don't see it, and the numbers prove it. Does the builder have some inventory stocked? Of course they do. Why would they release everything at once? But as long as they release it slowly and gradually and sell what they have, they won't oversaturate the market and then ultimately get everything sold, because we are having a big pickup in the market. But that's pretty much it. Have a great day, guys. Ciao.